Okay, hey boys, while you're stretching, okay, I want you to pay attention. I'm going to be talking here, so make sure you're stretching. Let's get that done so we're not hurting for CrossFit tomorrow, okay? Hey, look, we are through what I believe is technically our preseason. Granted, we still have August to get through. August is more fine-tuning. By now we should be fit. At least most of us that were here should be pretty fit. I still think we got a little bit of ways to go with our fitness, but we'll get there. But basically, August is fine-tuning. We're going to get some scrimmages. We're going to play. We're going to get prepared. Because come September, we're going to be playing a lot of games. We've got a lot of tournaments coming in September. We got a league that starts in September. We're going to be very, 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 very busy. Okay, and we're going to be mixing around. Everyone's going to get a lot of playing time. Look, I want to recap kind of the start of tryouts as well as what happened through preseason. I want to reiterate, guys, that when we came to you at tryouts and tryouts got over, and you guys were all there, we had a long conversation. Okay, and that long conversation was, this is not just about joining a soccer team, right? This is completely about making a lifestyle change. Okay, and the success of that lifestyle change comes by putting priorities in place. Okay, I told you, look, if you're a religious person, God comes first. After that comes family. After that comes your academics, which is very, very, very important to be a part of this team, especially when it comes to being able to advertise you to colleges. And then after that came your athletics, which was specifically to this team. The priority is this team. Anything after those priorities is up to you, whatever you see fit to fill in there. I just want to remind you guys, nowhere in there did I make mention of, girlfriends or your homies at school or things like that. I'm not saying that you can't have girlfriends. I'm not saying that you can't hang out with your friends. All I'm saying is, and reiterating, look, if you've got a game the next day and it's early in the morning, if your girlfriend's telling you to come to the park late that night, you need to tell her, sweetheart, you know what, I got something, this is important to me. I cannot come to the park tonight. I got to get to bed. I got to get a good night's sleep so I'm prepared for the game that's coming ahead. Okay? Same thing goes with your buddies, right? I all know you guys are in high school and things are going to happen. Okay, I'm just telling you to be smart. Okay, don't be out there damaging your bodies or anything like that. Okay, be smart out here. We work way too hard to get where we're at. And like I said, we have a long ways to go. You guys have a long ways before we actually start peaking as well. But the way that we've been increasing our stamina, the quickness of the game, the improvement has been phenomenal, and we just need to keep at that. We need to stay strong with that. So many of you guys, honestly, have been putting pretty close to 100% effort out here. I think that was very, very, very evident going into Denver. The one thing that we noticed in Denver was every team we played, it didn't matter who they were, by the end of the first half, we had guys with their hands on their knees. Even the teams from Denver that are used to the elevation, guys that they were claiming are better passing teams, guys that they were claiming were better conditioned, I think we proved a point. Okay, all of that hard work that we're doing every Monday with the individual runs, all the hard work we do in here when we try to gas you out your first 30 minutes so the rest of practice is tough, all the hard work we do when we go and do CrossFit after, and let's face it, man, it's tough. It's a lot of stop and go. Those workouts of the day are not easy. Okay, all of that came with the achievement of Denver. So that was a very, very, very big tournament for us, and it really gave us a good idea of where we're at, and gave us a goal for where we need to get to. So kudos to you guys that actually did put in most of the 100% effort. This is just a comment for the guys that maybe weren't here, maybe the guys who skipped the practice here or there. That's what your player books are for when you do your personal reviews. Look, if you cheated, you don't have to tell me. Just make sure you're aware of it. Make sure the next time you start thinking about doing that, okay, not showing up or whatever, show up, okay? Try to set those goals. Try to be better than the last time. Does that make sense? Okay. With that, remember that you're a team, okay? So I encourage you guys all to be leaders. I encourage you guys all to feed off each other. I'm not saying ridicule someone on Twitter or Facebook. Don't get me wrong, it's funny, it's great. Okay, okay? But what I want you to do is I want you to push them. Look, there's going to be a day when you decide, you know what, I don't want to come to practice because I'm too tired, I'm too sore. That's when the buddies and the teammates on your team need to be able to talk to you and say, hey, look, just push it out. Push it out a little bit harder. This is when we get better. Push it out. Make sure you're here. Okay? And then remember, look, you got school stuff going on. Obviously, school's a priority. It's more important. Get that stuff done. Keep your grades up. But if you have nothing going on, you need to be here. Okay? I also want to reiterate, you shouldn't be out playing in the Hispanic leagues. You should be out there playing in the men's leagues. Okay? Leave that crap away. This is more important than that is. Okay? This is extremely more important. Okay? Everyone out here is relying on each other. We got that? Look, I got to give granted, a lot of you probably have examples of hard work and this and that. I got to send one out here because his example, I got to tell you, of putting priorities first is absolutely amazing. Okay, I got to say, Jesus Gastelum, absolute phenomenal job. Okay, listen, this kid, granted, was gone for a little bit of the early season. He went to Mexico. He went to all sorts of different places. Like many of you that went on vacation, this guy was knowing that you guys were busting your butt. He's on YouTube, he's on Facebook, he's watching the videos that you guys were doing. He didn't give up. He was up there running as well, whether it was in the sand or streets or whatever it was. Okay, so he was busting his butt as well, which is absolutely fantastic. You want to talk about priorities, and like I tell you, I've never had a kid after all of these years, and I've been doing this for about 16, 17 years. I've never had a kid come up to me and tell me, I want to be successful so bad. And I know for a fact that there's going to be college coaches out there in that Denver tournament. I have never had a kid come to me and say, I pawned my freaking Xbox so I can buy a plane ticket to go out there. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is phenomenal, and I got to give you all the kudos. That's putting priorities first, okay? I'm not saying you have to sell your Xbox and everything like that. All I'm saying is that shows heart, that shows that you got your head exactly where I want the rest of these guys to have it. No matter what it takes, you're finding a way to get there. You're finding a way to get it done. Absolutely phenomenal. So, look, I just want to reiterate, guys, that this team, it's not about just kicking a soccer ball on the pitch. It's not about winning games, okay? This team is about, honestly, it's about winning in life, okay? It's about being leaders. It's about being dedicated. It's about making priorities. It's about being successful, pushing yourself individually. And by the way, it's not about just you individually. It's about serving. Serving means serving other players on the team, okay? Whether it's just pushing them to get them going a little bit harder, whether it's making sure that they have a ride, maybe it's they forgot water, you're helping them with water, things like that. It could be outside of soccer. Maybe it's education, okay? Maybe you got to help them study for a test or something like that. So, guys, honestly, in life, I'm going to tell you, and you can ask Brian, you can ask Joe, you can ask any of these guys, especially when you're in high school, you're going to make a lot of friends, and you probably have a lot of friends, but you're going to learn quick when you get older that you're going to have very, very, very little close friends, okay? And the one thing I've got to say that this team has absolutely had a big history of is having those close friends that are just as close as having family on the team, okay? And I want you guys to realize that you know, this is a special group. It absolutely is, and we've had this. I'm telling you, we've had this history for a long time. There's some guys that are here today that have been with me since they were 6 years old, okay? And I'm telling you, you can even ask them. So it's the kind of friends that, for example, somebody that misses a plane flight, okay? We're finding some way to help you out to get home, okay? They're calling their relatives that are in Denver, making sure you have a place to stay to make sure that you get on that flight the next time, okay? It's the kind of friends that I've had history on this team with that said, you know what, I'm not going to the state fair with my buddies from school. Instead, there's a player on my team that needs help with tutoring, studying for a test. I'm going to help him. That's absolutely fantastic, okay? Another example could be when we had one of the players on this team, their father needed a emergency dental procedure, which was very, very life-threatening. Okay, we had a team actually go out and do a car wash and raise money, knowing that they were not getting anything in return. They're out there in the middle of the heat washing cars, knowing that we're raising the money to help a single parent that was a part of this family. That's absolutely amazing. okay? On top of that, we had parents out there looking for doctors that were willing to do the surgery, knowing that we were in an insurance bind with that family. Incredible, okay? Look, going on with those things, I just gotta tell you guys, look, I'm proud of the players on this team. I'm proud of where you're at, okay? I obviously encourage you guys to continue pushing the rest of the guys to make sure we keep this not only strong, but we keep that fitness, that adrenaline rush going with the group until we get through season. I encourage you guys to help each other outside of soccer. Okay, if someone needs help with academics or something, I don't know, you're good with math and someone else sucks at it and they got a big test, you know what, help them out, okay? Look, I've got one more example. We definitely want to continue on tradition-wise with this team, going along with the theme that's been going on all year, or I should say for over the many years with this group individually. So, Mitch, I'll leave it to you.
Let's go, baby. Tuzos!
Yeah!
Just get in the middle so I can take a picture of you. Don't drop it, bro. Come on. You gotta read that out loud. Read this.
Hey, so you can practice next time you come over.
Read this out loud. You gotta read that out loud.
Times in a row.
Don't read it out loud. Hey, you better be at practice.
Thanks for your tremendous dedication. We know that you sold your Xbox in order to afford Colorado. We all praise your dedication and know how much this team means to you. We all think you're an incredible player and are incredibly glad to have you on not only the team but in our family. You have shown your incredible dedication to this team and we want to repay you. We have decided to buy you this Xbox to replace the one you sold for Colorado. Once again, we thank you for your immense dedication to this team, and if you ever need anything, you have us. Thank you for your dedication.
All right, group hug! Yeah!